about the same. No, we're only, when it comes to us, we have Husker volleyball. We're only doing like 1 or 2 Sunday night softball games or 1 or 2 Sunday night volleyball games because we're all scheduled to get back. So, yeah. Yeah. So we'll do that we'll do the Grand Island softball, we'll do the Grand Island volleyball. We'll obviously do Grand Island football, and I have Bruce that. So we're all sport, I guess. At least you're in football, I think that's true. Yeah. I was in Omaha twice, both games were in Lincoln. So okay. I didn't have to go far, but this year, since we have majority home games this year, yeah. I only have to go back. So hopefully they put enough threads around to worry about that. Yeah. But knowing my luck,
Cochran, Bruce, Root, I'm pretty sure, Went, Williams, Helmbrecht, Galusa, I want to say. Bauer, Bausch, Benson, Hyder, Arnold, Wilkins, Harblesville.
Yeah, I had no prep because I had just before I left, I finally got their roster. I was like, I got to email these people here. I go, Ryan asked me. The first email I asked him, can I have a roster? Yeah. Then I emailed the coach individually, and then I emailed Ryan again, being like, hey, I didn't get a roster. And I didn't get it until like right before I was about to leave. And I was like, well, like that's what Kearney does. Well, okay, the good news is I probably should have emailed Sue first, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Sue run.
I always forget that Sue is probably my main person to get better information than everybody else.
I mean, sure, Ryan's the guy. She really.
Well, now that I have it, I have all of it. So like, okay, yeah. That's the thing I like about Kearney is if I ever, when I get it,
you're gonna get everything.
I get football, I get softball, I get volleyball. So I get it already. So.
They'll give you an overabundance.
No, that's what I love. I'm just like, I have enough. Yeah. I gotta forget Well, the new Alliance guy.
Yeah.
He needs help for his first game.
Okay.
Not needs help, but we decided it's better if we gave him something like that way for before his first football game.
Yeah. That's
fair. He's doing a softball game. My softball game's a doubleheader. Well, it's a triangular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have that, and then I have college volleyball tournament for invitational on Saturday, and I have 2 games at 2 and 4.
Okay.
And I was like, maybe I shouldn't have said. Well, it was either I do the holders game or I actually do a tournament game in Lexington.
Yeah.
And I was like,
well, I think you're just better off doing the.
Yeah,
plus, you're going to have college volleyball, which would be a hell of a lot better whenever Lexington. I'm just going to put it right now.
I have no clue how good Alliance is softball-wise, honestly. Like, that was none of my concerns ever. And I'm just like, good or not good. So either it's going to be like every softball game, I'm going to be there till, probably not going to get home until last game starts at 7:30.
Ooh.
Yeah, probably not until midnight.
Yeah.
Midnight. Yep. I guess I can sleep in a little bit for gonna sleep in just a smidge before. I was gonna sleep in a little bit before the volleyball games.
Yeah.
And those are gonna be hit or miss because I think we're good this year.
Oh, NPCC?
Oh, we're D1 now, so.
Oh, yeah, you
kind of
are.
just like most sports, like all sports minus men's basketball is already D1 moved up.
Okay.
So it's kind of just like.
I forgot everybody. So McCook is still D2, right?
Oh, they're.
Or are they D1? Okay.
I think everyone in the region is D1.
Gotcha.
It's just that central link to a different. They went to Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which
So
honestly
South
makes sense
well,
for
well,
them.
here's the thing: Southeast is in our conference. I know. Yes, I know.
In our reality,
Hey, I don't know why they're not in the Iowa conference with Norfolk. They're in
I
Beatrice.
hate to say it at this point, you know what McCook and North Platte need to do? Just tell Scottsboro to fuck off and join the Jayhawk. I hate to say it, but I mean, I'm
I'd be
root
fine.
for you.
I'd be fine.
Because I mean,
Most
you
of our
know,
games, we play a lot of games for basketball-wise in this year.
exactly. And you know, McCook, you've got a quick drive to. You got a really quick drive to Colby,
Dodge
to
is
Goodland,
pretty
to
close.
Dodge, to Garden. Seward's a bit of a drive.
That's not
Barton's a bit of a
I
drive.
mean, I go to Southeast anyway, so going to Seward's not any different
Yeah.
than going to Southeast.
Your real kicker would be when they send you to Coffeyville.
We wouldn't even do a possible game at that point, honestly.
No, but I mean, just as an athletic.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, it's 6 hours to
we're
go.
going to Texas this year. Oh, we have a game in Texas, and then we're turning around the next day and going to Garden City for basketball. Yeah, I know. I was like, first off, cool, we're going to Texas. That's awesome. But
Yeah.
like, at the same time, I was like,
Why?
I was like, why are you? I was like, that's quite a
Yeah.
holler out there.
I've done it. I mean, when I was at Barton, I was doing that a little bit because I was the second string guy. Whenever Cole was doing Hoisington football, of course he's left the company now.
Yeah, he's
But-
doing his own thing.
Yeah. He's like focusing solely on high school. I think Keisha's throwing some money his way to do it. But
Really? Because I know Keisha, they have the
yeah, they got the Keisha covered.
Yeah.
So they've got the writing aspect, but then they now have the video aspect.
Yeah, with the K, whatever it's called, the K.
Yeah.
That is required by every school in the state to have. That's the crazy thing about it.
Keisha
Yeah.
for NFHS.
Last time when I worked at Marysville, I was told by my boss that they had made every school when I was leaving to have the ability to stream there. So we couldn't even do live streaming. They forced us to do that.
You have to have a live stream like that.
But it
So
has
I
to
don't
be
think
through-
because like so my high school they don't do it through NFHS. They do a YouTube live stream separate.
I swear he told me it had to be through. You could do a live stream, but it had to be through the NHS. And that's why my numbers wouldn't be mine. They were pretty small in there.
Because that would have been KQ. That's like is that Sunflower Broadcasting? Is that what they were?
Yeah.
Because it's Marysville, Phillipsburg. I want to say Phillipsburg, Smith Center, Norton.
Yeah.
Like that line of station. Yeah. Well, and Dusty's now without Ashton.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah,
Like, because like that entire group at Beloit evaporated almost.
it did, really.
And I mean, shit, at this point, even Great Bend is kind of evaporated. Because Webby retired, and now Cole left. Which, like, if I would have gone there to Great Bend, I would have been program director, sports director, news director.
Well, they got a new news director.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so they
have a news director.
Okay.
I think they also got a new sports guy, too.
Because they got the sports guy to replace Webby. Because he was originally, like, out of Auburn. He's got his master's. But no, they already. Well, yeah, they might have.
I haven't looked at our local. They might. Yeah, it's true. All the time. So
Yeah.
I'm basically filling my thumbs until I get fully vested in the company. And then I'll try to get people started.
I don't blame you.
It's not that I want to leave. It's just. Okay. What do you think?
I like it. I really like it, man.
That a report?
Yeah, report this summer we did.
Oh, that looks great. I was wondering, I was like, this looks a little funky. Aren't you in the practice facility? That closed?
What's that?
You guys have a closed facility, like a closed football practice facility. I was wondering what that sign was.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I didn't want to cause a ruckus, but I was looking at it.
Performance Athletic Wing is what it's stands for.
Yeah.
We love acronyms.
I tell you, education. It doesn't everybody like it.
Yeah, we like them almost as much as the government.
Yeah.
Well, we are part of the government.
I was wondering. I saw
It
that.
all works out in the end.
Yeah. No, this is we love it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a little much when they did the big plot plus the lanes.
Yeah.
But I like it.
I do too.
I do like it. I can't wait for basketball to start.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, volleyball's great.
No, I
It
yeah.
ain't basketball.
Yeah.
Hey, none of us are arguing with you on that one.
I love how, I was pointing out when Brian posted the photos of it, I was like, okay, that looks nice. You went with a water basement. I start pointing at all the other minuscule details outside the big ass pop print out there. And I think Ryan was like, don't you notice the big thing in the middle? I was like, oh yeah, I want to point everything.
That was the first thing I know. I love the big thing.
No, I dig it.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
I figured it was getting due to do a full redo.
You know, it's probably a couple years early, but
it's
if
better
Ryan,
safe
Ryan
than
had the
sorry.
money, let's do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, better safe.
Yeah.
It's better to do it now when it's not a problem.
Right.
When it's
Right.
a problem. That's the problem
Well,
we're running into.
and he actually had enough to do the other one too. And so, looking at both of them, I mean,
Yeah, that's the problem with platforming. At that point, like stuff's getting to the point where it's like shit is up.
right. I mean, now you need it.
Right. Now we don't.
Right.
Now nobody wants to spend that money. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Or they didn't save when they knew they were going to. And that does happen.
That's our guy. Like, yeah, we need to do new turf and so forth. And I was like, I think turf and he's like, oh, we've been doing it 10 years ago. I was like,
Well, that does happen. Chuck, by the way. Hey, nice to meet you. How you doing? Welcome to Radio 3.
I'm in Northside.
Oh, excellent. Welcome.
I travel most of the East Coast. Yeah, I'll be here for that Kearney ball. Yeah, any
Test, test, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Test, 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 1, 2, 3. again, I'm finally ready to get some fun volleyball started here today. It is a North Platte High School taking on Kearney the Cats in the Jamboree match, everybody. Yes, the Jamboree match is tonight. Of course, normally we would be expecting another team to be here at this Jamboree match. Had to drop out tonight, so it's just going to be Kearney and North Platte back off next to each other in a match to jamboree it up. Here today, and this match technically doesn't have any ramifications as Jamboree games are such a preseason one-off, and then of course we're about to be facing the next year. But the Shelby Bulls there, as I said earlier, here tonight, new head coach. Volleyball taking over for head coach Shelby Byrne, who is no longer with the program. Well, she was the assistant coach for the last 3 seasons, too, as one of the lead assistants for Miss Burns. Now takes over as the head coach for Platte High, and she has a tough match right out of the gate. Just seems like, unfortunately, every new coach does facing off against not only a historic rival in Kearney, but also a team that has had world-class numbers for the last stretch since I've been here. Kearney has always had world-class numbers to beat the college. World-class finishing the year last year, 13 and 23 overall, 0-5 in their district. Of course, having their season come to an end against probably one of the best teams, one of the best teams last year. Kearney, though, disappointing season out there, I think, especially 15 and 17 overall for the Bearcats, 6 and 7 in their district. They took they had the worst opportunity. They not only took out Omaha Northwest in the opening out of their district, and then took out the Pullman and they decided as well. That was a juggernaut comes to the ball. Sports Quick Stop pregame show to 24 hours a day, Quick Stop always open right around the corner. New graphics, new us, but same old great coverage you want to get on. 14 10 hours to work on close. We're so excited to take our first break here on the Quick Stop pregame show. We sat down with Miss Head Coach Shelby Welsh for North Platte. Cut back here on our Quick Stop pregame show. Our double expert starting the lineup yet to come. But up next is our La Casa del Rio's coaches interview with one head coach.
she did an amazing job at organizing the program, and she made it look easy. So, there's a lot with the game, but there's also a lot of the administrative stuff. So I tried to really, take note of what she did in those ways. And so I definitely learned a lot from her in a lot of ways, but that one especially. So
you talked about, of course, you putting a lot of new things here in the offseason, trying to leave your imprint on the team. What were some of the things you guys focused on this offseason?
So this off season, I could coach 4 girls at a time. So we did small groups, 30-minute sessions before and after lifting, 4 days a week. So we did almost over 80 small groups. Yeah. And so we just did a lot of fundamental work. And, it was a lot of effort from me, but it was also a ton of effort from the girls. We had girls get up at 7 a.m. every day in the summer and come in early and, work on those fundamental skills. And it was great for especially even like the 8th graders coming into the program, seeing their growth from where they started even this summer to now where they are at the season, and knowing that if they wouldn't have put in that work, our program wouldn't be where we're at even now starting out. So,
you talk about the small groups. Do you really feel this is going to have a huge impact on this season, even though you couldn't really coach in a large group setting, which I, for one, really think that might need to be changed, because I think it would not only benefit you guys, but help everybody in the state if you could actually do some more large group stuff earlier. But even when you've done these small groups, how do you feel that's going to affect this season? You really think it's going to actually help set the ground level much earlier than you probably would if you started like the normal time everybody starts practicing? Yeah,
absolutely. I think it will be kind of a difference maker in where we're going to be and where we could have been without putting in all that extra effort. And it also helped me get to build relationships early on. This is my 3rd year with the high school program, so I know a lot of the girls, but it was a really unique opportunity to also get to connect with those younger girls. And then the younger girls connected with the older girls as well. So it wasn't just me getting to know them, but just that team culture as well.
That's one of the underlying things about volleyball is about culture and really specifically team communication. It's probably one of the only sports that really hinders pretty heavily on something like that. Do you really feel that the tight-knit bonding you guys have had is actually going to be another good feather in your cap, but just not only start this season, but carry that momentum through the rest of the way?
Yeah, absolutely. So we started doing something new at the end of practice where the last 5 minutes we do shout-outs, and we just let the girls lead it. And so you have seniors shouting out freshmen for good things that they did. And one of the things that I think it was day 4 of the season, they said, we are so much louder now at the beginning of the season than we were at any point of the season last year. And so just being able to get to that point so early has been really, really amazing. And I think it will definitely make a big difference in a lot of outcomes in our games, for sure.
A vast majority of people are going to be returning this season. Left a pretty sour mouth when you guys went up to districts last year. I mean, it doesn't help that you faced probably one of the best teams, if not the best team in the whole state for your first matchup there. But really take me through what the upperclassmen took away from that game. Do you really feel that they have a chip on their shoulder in a positive way, or looking to really not only right the wrongs of that game, but really right the wrongs of the last couple of seasons? Because the program, I think last year was 13-23 as a whole, still been really trying to find your guys' footing through the last couple of seasons. Do you really feel that this upperclassman can maybe be that first step in that right direction?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've talked a lot to the seniors of, we're building the program for this year, but we're also building it for the future, for years after you guys to come. And that was one of the things we talked about this summer, was switching our mentality of, oh, wow, we're actually competing with a team, to we should be able to win most of these games, or at least going with the mentality of we're going to win. Because if you don't have that mentality, your play isn't going to follow. And so I want them to shift that and know that they are good players and that they need to have that confidence. So that is definitely something that we've been working on.
And you know what they say, that positivity is always contagious around there. So you do have your first, matchup. Jamboree game really isn't officially a match of some sorts, but you get it off against probably one of the toughest teams, as they always are in the state, Kearney, here this Thursday. Really take me through what game plan-wise are you looking to do this season compared to last season, whether it be on the defensive side or on the offensive side of the court?
So one of the biggest changes that we're going to make this year is I want us to be faster. And obviously like defensive wise, but in particular offense. So I want us to be running quicks, and, I want all of our hitters to be firing every single time, even if they don't get that set, and just upping our game in those ways that, you see in Eastern Nebraska or those higher level teams and those things that they're doing. And our girls are absolutely athletic enough. They have the skills, so we just need to do the training for that. So I think it's still taking some time, but I think that once we really get that, that's going to be a huge skill for us.
Coach, I love to hear that, and I can't wait for this Thursday. I'll see you in Kearney up in the way ether, wherever they throw me up in that stadium there. But thank you so much for stopping on by, and I can't wait for the start of the season.
Yes, thank you, and go Dogs. Hope to see everyone there.
That's what you love to hear. Of course, we'll have more when we come back here to North Platte Media Day.
Hi, this is Dr. Chris Kroll. At Kroll Clinic, we specialize in all areas of rehab, from daily aches and pains to sports injuries, motor vehicle accidents, or post-surgical care. We're the area's premier facility for concussion recovery. Visit us at KrollClinic.com, that's KRULL Clinic.com, or come visit us at Westfield Shopping Center in North Platte. We are committed to getting you back in the game of life without those annoying facility fees.
Runza's grilled chicken sandwiches bring the flavor.
Yeah, but which one's the best?
That's not a fair question.
Barbecue's got Swiss cheese and that sweet smoky sauce.
But the smothered's a whole mood. Swiss cheese, mushrooms, grilled onions.
Then there's the classic, simple tomato, lettuce, and mayo. Perfect. Yeah, you're right. It's impossible to pick.
Try Runza's grilled chicken sandwiches. 100% white meat chicken, however you like it. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
At Nebraska Land Bank, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. It's the spark that turns dreams into thriving businesses, the foundation where connections grow stronger, and the support that lifts us through every milestone. Together, we celebrate your successes, nurture new opportunities, and grow stronger side by side. Because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Nebraska Land Bank, community inspired by you, member FDIC.
PuroClean of North Platte delivers fast water, mold, and fire damage restoration services to the North Platte area. PuroClean knows how challenging those times can be to you and to your family. Their Nebraska-based experts have a winning, reliable combination of training and equipment partnerships. Local, fast service in the North Platte area. Their average on-site time is 60 minutes, and they'll coordinate with your local insurance provider. Give PuroClean a call now at 1-800-775-7876 and schedule a visit from a member of the team at PuroClean in North Platte.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Kearney, Nebraska, FM 98.1, AM 1410. It is time for our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte offers 24-plus different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls alongside homemade fudge, freshly baked desserts. On the side of Kearney in the Bearcats, who just like North Platte were under 500 last season, Sophie Glantz, the senior, gets to start alongside Anna Galuso, the junior. The libero, Alyssa Bauer, senior, gets to start. Cameron Benson, senior. Lena Arnold alongside Jamie Wilkins and Stella Harbles all get the start for the side of Kearney and the Bearcats. As for the starting lineup for North Platte High School today, we'll be starting off with Lexi Lantis, the senior middlebacker, gets the start today, and the outside hitter, J.C. Burke, the junior, also starts alongside her. Our defensive specialist today, Mercy Kuntz, the senior for North Platte High, alongside the setter, Allie Thramer, gets to start today. Kennedy Limmer gets to start there. She's right down there. Why did I put her down there so far? She gets to start here today. Sorry about that one. She gets to start the junior center alongside Kaylee O'Brien, who will be subbing late in for Liv Lyons, getting the start, as well as J.C. Fox for North Platte. So it is Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte. Offers 24-plus different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream, served in a variety of ways. Currently $5.57 on our High Street Insurance time and temperature.
Now it's time to talk some keys, and it's time to discuss our Owls Lock and Save keys to the game, securing North Platte and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Again, new year, new coach, some new players on the lineup here today for North Platte, and it's all about, in my opinion, tempo. Head coach Shelby Welsh talked about it during not only media day, but a lot of one-on-one conversations I had with her off air about it. She really wants to play with tempo. That was kind of the problem last season, it felt, for North Platte in some of their games. They really didn't play with a sense of urgency, with a sense of pace or speed sometimes in their offense, which, you know, in hindsight played some dividends, but a lot of times actually played some negatives because they were unable to really pick the pace up and get some good points off of their tempo. And I'm looking offensively for this team to be playing much more aggressive on the offensive side and much faster. You know, they're still very well versed in terms of the experience at the varsity level that they have. So they're no slouches when it comes to varsity experience. It's just, can they continue or really follow through with their pace of play that head coach Shelby Welsh is looking to instill on them early into the season. Now, defensively, it's all about communication. Same thing with the offense. They just lacked really not only pace, but the communication on the defensive side was very, very lackluster, and in many situations it led to easy points going the way of their competition. So I'm expecting today North Platte, even in a jamboree game, to really focus on its pace of play offensively as well as its defensive communication. If they can really stick to those two things, and even if it doesn't mean they come away with the victory, but stick to those two things effectively, I think overall it'll be a positive step in the right direction for this not only young, but very, very, very newish North Platte High volleyball squad under, again, first-year head coach Shelby Welsh taking over for head coach Shelly Byrne, who is no longer with the program. Coach Byrne is, and the assistant, Miss Welsh, will be taking over. Been at the program for volleyball for 3 years now, 2 years last year as one of the main assistants for Coach Byrne, now taking over on the head coaching duties. It's going to be a fun matchup, and really it's going to be fun to see this year how these two teams really pan out. Of course, Kearney under 500 last season for a squad that normally is up in the upper ranks, not only of the volleyball world, but just of man, any sport you're talking about. It's quite shocking to see last year how it turned out for them. In essence, 15-17 on the season, close to a 500 record, 6-7 in the district. North Platte, on the other hand, 13-23 on the season. They were 0-5 in the district. So trying to turn that mark around and really take a positive step in the right direction. And honestly, I want to set a little bit of some expectations for this team and what we can see this year. You know, after last year, again, 10 games below 500, a lot of, I would say, pressure is on the program right now in terms of, you know, trying to, I hate to say right the ship, but really find some momentum going forward. And I think they have the right pieces in place here in terms of a coaching unit and group as a whole. I'm really excited, and I really love what I'm hearing from not only the coaches but the players when it comes to Coach Welsh and when it comes to all the other assistant staff that they had. But I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves and think that they're going to completely turn it around in 1 year and they're going to go from below 500 to now 10 games above 500. I don't think that's going to happen. So really, honestly, for this season, if they can stick close to 500, even if they're like 5 games below 500, but stick close to 500, really show continual growth throughout the season, I think that is going to be a huge victory for this program. And then we can see what they can transition into the next year. Yes, they have a couple seniors that they will be losing at the end of this season, but still the program as a whole is relatively young. So I'm excited not only to see how this game goes, but also the rest of the season for their development and their growth. Of course, Kiki Williams, the mainstay for this program, injured her knee earlier in the year, like I think early June, and unfortunately is going to be out for not only the whole volleyball season, I think also the whole basketball season, and maybe even all of track and field for her senior season, which is something you hate to see, but that's just unfortunately how injuries go. So I wish the best of luck to Kiki Williams and her quick recovery, and honestly, if I don't get to see her again play some, whether it be sports here at North Platte High, it's always been a pleasure to see her. So how can North Platte operate not only with a new coach, but without one of their best players in Kiki Williams? Well, you're going to have to find out, as always, here on our Quick Stop pre-game show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop, always open right around the corner. We're just moments away from getting the Jamboree game between North Platte High School and Kearney and the Bearcats underway here at Kearney. Of course, also going on today, North Platte High softball at the Dowhauer Sports Complex in a triangular against Gering as well as Adams Central. That first game between Gering and Adams Central underway right now. And, of course, North Platte will be doing the 7:30 and 9 o'clock game tonight before, of course, they will be back in action next Tuesday. But it's time for our national anthem. We'll step aside and we'll take a break. When we come back, it's time for Game Time here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop pregame show. They have 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop. Game time is just moments away on FM 98.1.
For over 85 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
In North Platte, visit Jay Engel at fbfs.com/find-and-agent.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Hi, North Platte. This is Sheldon Hamilton from Southwest Farm and Auto Supply, your new Napa store. We're the same friendly folks you know from McCook, Eustis, Cambridge, and Curtis, and now serving North Platte. Buy a new mower from us and get your first service absolutely free. Hitting the road? Come see us for all your AC needs. We're here for all your farm and auto needs with expert advice and quality parts. Come see us at 611 East 4th Street in North Platte today and get the good stuff.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop. With your 24-hour convenience store. Fast, friendly, no one gives you more. Gas, food, your favorite drink. Get everything you need in a blend. That's why everybody stops at Quick Stop. We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Kearney High School, FM 98.1, AM 1410, live is streaming NorthPlattePost.com. It's time for some volleyball. Here for the very first game of the season, the Jamboree game between the Bearcats and North Platte High. And the Bulldogs, of course, our Quick Stop pregame show, 27 locations, open 24 hours a day, as well as our La Casa del Rio's coaches interview with head coach Shelby Welsh. If you didn't get time to hear that, you can do so at NorthPlattePost.com. We'll have that full interview posted hopefully soon. Actually, I'll have that interview posted tomorrow morning when I get back at La Casa del Rio's. Tradition is served with every bite. For years, families have gathered around our tables to enjoy the rich Mexican flavors that make us famous. From sizzling spices to our legendary mole gravy, slow, simmered, savory, and unforgettable, every dish carries the taste of tradition. Bring your family, taste the flavors of Mexico, and be part of the story at La Casa del Rio's at 1911 East 4th. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 8. La Casa del Rio's, where tradition meets flavor. Happy to have them on board this season. Of course, our newly revamped graphics package. You can view that online, NorthPlattePost.com, our all-new bottom ticker for all of our sponsors, the brand new scoreboard. I'm so excited. Have a couple more things cooking up in the longer term that I'm interested to be implementing, but couldn't do it really without the support of you guys, you, the community, here not only today, but over the last couple of seasons to make what has been this offseason of our hard work and dedication that we here at Eagle Media have been putting in to make not only this graphics package pop for you guys, but also look nice and tidy. Couldn't do it without you, the community, and I'm excited to show it off for the rest, not only this season, but years and years to come. You guys are ready to rock and roll with some volleyball? Because guess what, everybody? I am ready to rock and roll with some volleyball, as always, here FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at northplattepost.com. Fun day as always. Here's time for some volleyball action to officially get underway. First game of the season, jamboree game between North Platte High as well as Kearney as the Bearcats. No real stakes on the line here today when it comes to official records. Since this is a jamboree game, we're not going to take total count of the score and who is the wins or loss column for either side. It's really just a nice final preseason game to get underneath your wraps so that you're ready to rock and go when the season starts. All right, everybody, let's get rocking and rolling here between these two teams. North Platte High, Kearney and the Bearcats. Serving, it looks like, looks to be North Platte getting the first serves here today. Allie Thramer, the sophomore setter, is going to be starting off for North Platte. As checking in now comes Mercy Kuntz. Libero today here for North Platte as Thramer's first serve goes all the way to the back line, and now Kearney will set their offense up to the far side. Quick little touch coming in from Jamie Wilkins, no good. Great diving save from O'Brien as North Platte's offense on the near side. Light, but not good enough as another great defensive save, this time from Thramer as J.C. Burke to the near side. No good on her attack. Far side again, Wilkins finds the first kill of today's game. That's Jamie Wilkins picking up her first kill today, and now back to serve for Kearney and the Bearcats. Is Miss Jamie Wilkins is checking in now for the first time. McKenna Williams for Kearney. They lead 1-0 on our State Farm agent Bobby Holst scoreboard. As from the back line, Burke's attack. Now I'm going to set it up to the libero there, Alyssa Bauer. Far side attack. It's going to go out of bounds from McKenna Williams. And North Platte will get their first point today. Tied 1 apiece as checking in comes Lexi Lantis. And now up to serve, Mercy Kuntz, the senior defensive specialist, taking over, ready to rock and roll. Or correction, libero going to be up to serve for the first time here today. Back it goes to Bauer. Now to the near side. Little touch in from Williams, no good. And now can North Platte set their offense up to the far side. O'Brien's attack, no good. Another great save by Bauer. Far side again, Williams. That's going to go off of the flag, and that is a point for North Platte. Now leading 2-1. Our Bobby Holst scoreboard. Score State Farm agent Bobby Holst. He meets you where you're at and help you get to where you want to be. Next serve from Mercy Kuntz. Going to go out of bounds. First service error today for North Platte. Now it's tied 2-2 with Alyssa Bauer now back to serve as Sophia Glant now checks in. That's going to go off of the arms there of one Mercy Kuntz, and that's going to be an ace for Alyssa Bauer, her first ace today. It's now 3-2 on our Bobby Holst scoreboard. Bauer's second serve. This time goes back much better to Mercy Kuntz. Near side, Lexi Lantis stuffed up front, and it's going to fall in for a point for Kearney. Lantis had a good windup, but blocked at the point of attack from some of the high-towering defenders of Kearney, being Sophie Glant. And I believe as well, Cameron Benson also got her hands on that ball. It's now 4-2, and that's back-to-back aces. Well, not back-to-back, but in the same service set, 2 aces going the way of Alyssa Bauer. It's now 5-2 on our wicked fast scoreboard in favor of Kearney. Bauer's next serve. Back to Kuntz it goes. O'Brien, and now Lantis kind of has to roll spike it from just a little bit in front of the net. Now the setup towards the near side attack from the side of Benson's no good. Good defense from North Platte. Near side, J.C. Burke blocked up front again. It'll be tapped onto the other side to Lexi Lantis, and now pushed back over by Burke. But Bauer's able to save it. Front attack coming in from Sophia Glant, no good. O'Brien on the far side. Can't find anything with it. And now Kearney sets it up for Williams. And that's going to be a kill. Going the way of McKenna Williams, her first kill today. And now it's 6-2 is still up to serve Alyssa Bauer for Kearney and the Bearcats. Bauer now. Strong serve. That much better received by Kuntz to the far side. That's J.C. Burke. Good save up front by Elena Arnold. Quick tap, put back by Lantis. Now North Platte will set things up offensively to the far side. Little tap on the side of O'Brien, no good. And now Kearney roll spiking it there. Williams, who couldn't get her feet set properly. Quick pushback, and it's in for a North Platte point. Allie Thramer with a quick little touch to the other side. And that's a point and a switch of sides. North Platte, as now checking in now comes Liv Lyons. 6-3 on our scoreboard. As always, sponsored by State Farm agent Bobby Holst. Strong serve on the backside from J.C. Burke. Middle attack coming from Williams. Finds nothing. And now here comes a middle attack from Lexi Lantis. Wow, magically saved on the side there by Elena Arnold. And now North Platte sets up. Great save by Alyssa Bauer. Far side Williams again, but Burke's there to save it. Good stuff. Far side tip in. No good. North Platte with a great save on the very, very far backside. Set up for Lyons. It goes out of bounds. And that is a point towards North Platte off of a beautiful hit from Liv Lyons. 6-4 now on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. With once again back to serve J.C. Burke. Lyons picks up her first point today, as that's almost going to be a service ace. And it will somehow stay alive, and now North Platte will stay up offensively. And unfortunately, Liv Lyons couldn't get it over the nets. And it goes right into North Platte's side of things, and because of that, a point to Kearney, 7-4. As Merrick Bruce now will be up to serve for the side of Kearney and the Bearcats. They lead 7-4 here in set number one as Bruce's light serve, and now we're going to have a violation on the side, it looks like, of Sophie Glant. So a free point will go the way of North Platte off of the violation. I believe Glant a little too far over the line to serve, or was out of formation. And because of that, now up to serve here for North Platte, Kennedy Lemmer. As Lemmer gets all set, and now her first over to Glant. Set up in the middle there by Arnold. Far side attack, and a bounce off the fingers of Lexi Lantis. As Sophie Glant with a big, big kill there. Bouncing it off of the fingertips of Lexi Lantis. It's now 8-5 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard with McKenna Williams now back to serve for the Bearcats. Williams, back over it goes to Kuntz. Now, middle attack blocked up front there by Glantz. Liv Lyons had a good angle. As now to the near side, Liv Lyons again, no good. Is great save by Sophia Glant, and Bauer's just going to toss it over. And now the setup to the backside. It's a great diving save that won't be saved by one Alyssa Bauer. As that's Peyton Jones getting her first points of today. Of course, Jones transferring in. If I remember from Hershey. 8-6 on our scoreboard, sponsored by State Farm agent Bobby Holst, as Lexi Lantis soft serve now gets it into one Merrick Bruce. Great diving save from the Bulldogs defense and Peyton Jones, but it just sneaks out of bounds. Kennedy Lemmer couldn't get there in time, and just like that, score goes back the other way. 9-6 as Ellie Cochran was checking in to serve, but well, now officially is going to sub in for Sophia Glant. As Cochran back serving for Kearney and the Bearcats, leading 9-6 here in set number one. As Cochran lines up, high arcing serve, that's going to fall in for an ace. Maya Thramer there to receive it, but nobody on the side of North Platte able to get in the vicinity of where that ball landed, and because of that, it's an ace for Cochran. Third ace today for Kearney in this set number one. As Cochran now with her second serve. Much better received by Thramer. The set to the near side. Peyton Jones! Wow, it somehow gets back over on the North Platte side as Ellie Cochran stuck one arm out to save it. And then it just magically bounces back into North Platte territory, out of the reach of Peyton Jones. And it's now 11-6 the lead for the Bearcats. Third serve from Cochran to Burke. Set to the far side. Lions attack is in for a kill. Liv Lyons picking up her second today. 11-7. As subbing back in now, Sophia Glant for Ellie Cochran. As Glant will sub back out. Even though it's early on here, 11-7, you can feel a little bit of a different pace for North Platte. Their offense much, much faster and in rhythm compared to where it was last season at this time. As that far side attack gonna fall in from Jamie Wilkins. As 12-7 now on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. As Callie O'Brien checks in, back to serve being Lena Arnold for the Bearcats of Kearney. Here in set number one. Arnold's first serve, high archer to O'Brien in the back line. The set, Jones up front. Oh, and it just barely sneaks out of bounds. And Peyton Jones just a bit off the mark on that attack. I mean, just a couple inches forward, closer to the net, and it would have snuck in for a North Platte point. But now it's 13-7 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. Second serve for Arnold in this set number one, and a formation violation for North Platte. It looks like to be on the side of Kennedy Lemmer. Actually, no, it looks like it's going to be on J.C. Burke, so another free point to the side of Kearney. They now lead by 7, 14-7 here in set number one. As Arnold, once again, will get set to serve. As it goes, back on over. Great receive for the side of North Platte. Time will be a timeout, or not. Officials blow dead of the whistle, and a free point goes towards North Platte. So a service violation for Kearney. As Allie Thramer checks back into the contest for Peyton Jones. 14-8 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard as Thramer, hard serve. Now to the far side it goes to Wilkins. Great save! Can they get it over? Oh, they're going to say it hits the floor. So close. As Jamie Wilkins gets another point, her third, and it's 15-8. As checking back in now comes McKenna Williams. Back to serve is Jamie Wilkins. Still in set number one, 15-8 lead for Kearney and the Bearcats. Wilkins, powerful serve. That goes to O'Brien. Tip, North Platte trying to save it, but the battle was won up front as Allie Thramer tried to just out-tap. It looked like Stella Harbles, but just couldn't get it firmly over the netting, and it falls back on North Platte's side. A point for Kearney. They lead by 8, 16-8. Good receive from O'Brien. Thramer sets it. Far side, J.C. Fox blocked up front. And now Kearney sets up for Williams. Far side off of the hands of J.C. Fox, and McKenna Williams picks up another kill. It's 17-8. Do we have a timeout on the court? North Platte taking the timeout. We'll step aside and take a break on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. It is currently 17-8 when we come back.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop. With your 24-hour convenience store. Fast, friendly, no one gives you more. Gas, food, your favorite drink. Get everything you need in a blink. That's why everybody stops at Quick Stop. We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop. You
want to trust who you work with when you get an auto loan and feel like you're their top priority. Talk to a loan officer at the North Platte Union Pacific Employees Credit Union. From August 1st to September 30th, there's a special loan rate of 6.75% APR for 60 months for qualified borrowers on 2021 and newer vehicles. And you get added protection to your loan. Make sure that when the unexpected happens, you're covered. North Platte Union Pacific Employees Credit Union, helping you keep your finances on track. Federally insured by NCUA.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Kearney, straight out of the timeout. Another point going to Kearney and the Bearcats after the tip back up front from Stella Harbles. It's now 18-8 on our State Farm Bobby Hull scoreboard. Of course, thank you to our sponsors for today, Justin Thompson, Family Insurance with American Family Insurance. As that's a service error for Kearney. It's now 18-9. With the ever-changing industry standards, Justin Thompson and his crew pride themselves on top-notch customer service, no matter what type of insurance you are looking for. And now back to serve comes Mercy Coons for the second time in this set, number one. Now near side attack coming from Cameron Benson, and Benson able to flip the sides following her attack and getting the point for Kearney. 19-9 now, a 10-point lead for Kearney and the Bearcats here in set number one as Bauer's strong serve back to O'Brien. Tip on the other side, back on the North Platte side, and it's going to be a point for Kearney High. It looked like it was a lift on the side of North Platte on their attack, 20-9. As this first set falling away from the side of North Platte. It's back to serve once again, Alyssa Bauer. Bauer's high arcing serve back to Kuntz. Set by Thramer, near side Lexi Lantis with the power. First points earned by Lexi Lantis today. 20-10 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. Lantis, of course, in the starting lineup as a middle backer this season. Seems to have, looks like, grown a couple of inches, which is exactly what the Dogs need following some of the height, like Alyssa Euling or Allison Euling leaving in the offseason. As to the near side, Liv Lions! Back-to-back points for North Platte. Liv Lions picking up another North Platte point. That's back-to-back. It's 20-11 now. She found the soft spot in the defense. Made Kearney pay. There's a third serve from J.C. Burke on its way. Back to Bauer. Set to the far side. Williams blocked up front. They're going to say it hits the flag. That is not one, not two, but three straight points for the Bulldogs. 20-12 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. North Platte making a nice run late in this set. Still trailing by 8. As strong serve from J.C. Burke goes out of bounds. Service error. Second service error today for North Platte's offense. As here comes Merrick Bruce, who's up to serve for Kearney. 21-12 on our State Farm Bobby Hull scoreboard. The lefty Bruce to Kuntz. Framer with the set to the backside, and it's in! I believe that is Peyton Jones. Actually, correction, that's going to be Kennedy Lemmer. Getting her first points today from Miss Lemmer. Love to see that from the side of North Platte as they continue to work their way back into this game. 21-13. As now Williams just has to roll spike it from her side of the court. And North Platte on the backside. There's the side of Peyton Jones, no good. Quick two-hitter. North Platte keeps it alive, and Lions pushes it over to Bauer. But Kearney will once again try the two-hitter. And once again, the North Platte defense, keeps it going until Peyton Jones, unfortunately, hits it off of the top of the flag. Another point for Kearney, 22-13 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. As McKenna Williams' first serve to Mercy Kuntz is off of her arms, and that is an ace for McKenna Williams. That's the fourth ace in this first set for Kearney and the Bearcats. As we now get ready to rock and roll Another serve by Williams. This time back to J.C. Burke, much better received. Lantis far side off of 2 defenders. No good as Bauer saves it. Roll spike coming in from Jamie Wilkins. Can North Platte attack? Lions on the near side. Oh, it's tipped right back down from Sophia Glant as well as Stella Harbles. A free point towards Kearney. They're on game point here in set number 1, 24-13. As Williams' third serve, and it's another ace, and that's how this set comes to an end. That's 2 aces here for the side of McKenna Williams in her last service set. We're now going to step aside and take a timeout. We come at set number 2 for the side of Kearney and the Bearcats on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Family Life Insurance Company, you'll feel good knowing you've taken steps to protect what matters most. Now's the time to plan ahead. Let's talk about protecting your loved one's financial future and finding peace of mind you and your loved ones deserve. For details, contact Justin, 534-2400, or stop by 501 South Dewey Street, just south of Little Caesars Pizza on the corner of E and Dewey.
American Family Insurance.
Positive Partners' 17th Annual Wolf Stock is August 23rd in Memorial Park from 10 to 2. Dogs and their humans will be there for fun, food, and so much more. Thanks to these Positive Partners sponsors. Gold sponsors, Tammy Timmerman Lashley with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers, Eagle Radio, Songscapes DJ Service, Nebraska Land Bank, KNOP News 2, Westfield Small Animal Clinic, North Platte Bulletin, Staycation Pet Care, Chloe's Creative Crafts, and Husker Radio. Silver sponsors, Viera Wireless and Fun Jumps. Bronze sponsor, Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. See you at Wolf Stock on August 23rd. The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ. Merrick's Ranch House. Lunch specials Tuesday through Saturday with 2 sides, just $10. See them on Facebook. Dine in, order online, use DoorDash, or just call for carryout. Merrick's.
Come on in, we'll roll up our sleeves. There's a lot of work to do.
Kevin and Greg at Select Abbey Carpet and Tile have over 30 years combined experience in the flooring business, and they offer top-notch customer service. Select Abbey Carpet and Tile handles bids, estimates, and installing.
If you want the job done right, we're ready for you.
You'll love the ending when you start at Select Abbey Carpet and Tile, 501 East Francis, North Platte.
Getting the kids ready for school? Don't forget about your own health. This August, make time for your important screenings at Great Plains Health. Women need specific preventative care. Mammograms starting at 40, colonoscopies starting at 45, regular pap smears, bone density tests, and cholesterol checks. Don't let another busy season pass without your preventative care. Early detection saves lives. Call your doctor today or visit gphealth.org to learn more. Great Plains Health, your partner in preventative care.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Kearney. It is Jamboree game between North Platte High and the Bulldogs, and Kearney and the Bearcats. A 1-set lead for Kearney, 1-0 over North Platte. A 25-13 ending to set number 1. So always, our timeouts brought to you in part by our Sports Zone sponsors today, Hands of Heartland. Hands of Heartland has offered support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998, and are now bringing those services to the North Platte area. So up to serve for the first time in set number 2 is going to be Lena Arnold for Kearney. She'll start things off again. Bearcats with a 1-0 set advantage over North Platte on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. State Farm agent Bobby Holst, we meet you where you're at and help you get to where you want to be. Arnold now gets set and ready to rock and roll to lead things off in this set number 2, and back it goes to Kuntz. Set, near side attack, tip in from J.C. Burks, no good. And out to the far side, up top with an attack there, I believe was Jamie Wilkins, no good. Another attack from Wilkins, and this time it's successful. Jamie Wilkins, it's her 4th today, 4th kill today for her. As Arnold up to snuff once again. As Arnold's next serve, much better received by the side of Kuntz, and that's going to be a lift. Actually, no, correction. They're going to go, I believe that's going to be one Kennedy Lemmer, who's going underneath the netting. Second quick point for Kearney and the Bearcats here in this set number 2, now leading 2-0. As Arnold's third serve is on its way with much vigor and power. Oh my gosh, the Bulldogs somehow keep that alive and escape without an ace, as the middle attack no good on the side of Stella Harbles, as Burks, a little tap off the mark. Wilkins going to get back into the side of the territory as Mercy Kuntz able to block it, and that's going to be Savannah Bausch who's going to get the point, but I think it's going to be a net infraction on J.C. Burke. I believe she went underneath the net according to the official, and now it's 3-0 the lead for Kearney and the Bearcats here in set number 2. Again, they took down the Dogs in set number 1, 25-13. As Arnold's next serve, low to the ground, but saved by O'Brien. Now Fox really has to step out of her way to get it from the middle backer position. Great block up front by J.C. Burke. And that is going to be a point for North Platte, as Kearney was unable to rotate in time to save it. As Allie Thramer now checks in for Peyton Jones. Great block up front by J.C. Burke. And now back to serve is Allie Thramer. 3-1 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. Back it goes to Ellie Cochran. Set, middle attack, out of bounds. On the side of Kearney and the Bearcats from Stella Harbles. Too much power with the left paw. Knocks it out of bounds. North Platte did not touch it. Now it's 3-2. The lead for Kearney in this set number 2. Thramer's second serve. Gets to the back line again to Wilkins. Wilkins sets up. Wilkins finds a soft spot in the defense next to Kaylee O'Brien. That's 5th point for today for one Jamie Wilkins, as she'll go back to school or back to serve, as off goes Ellie Cochran, and checking in comes McKenna Williams. Wilkins back to O'Brien. Set, middle attack from J.C. Fox. No good, as there to save it is Arnold. Now to the near side. That is the side of Bausch. No good on her attack. How about Burke winding it up? Great save by Bauer. Another set to the far side to Williams. She couldn't really get much power behind it. And now North Platte will set up. Tip from Kennedy Lemmer, and it's going to be a net infraction going underneath the net. There is Savannah Bausch, and that's a point, a free one for North Platte. 4-3 on our wicked first game of the year, everybody. I'm telling you, get so used to things you forget about it. Our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard, 4-3, with now J.C. Fox back to serve and Lexi Lantis checking in. The set to Williams on the far side. Great diving save from J.C. Fox. Now the setup for Burke. J.C. Burke with another kill. This game is tied. How about J.C. Burke putting the mustard behind that attack? And now we are all tied 4-4 early on in this set number 2. Dogs getting off to a good start. They got off to a good start in the last set and then kind of trailed away as it went on, as the near side attack going to bounce off the hands of J.C. Burke, as Stella Harbles able to convert. Found a good angle to bounce it off of Burke's hands, and it goes out of bounds. It's now 5-4. On our wicked fast scoreboard is checking in. Now comes Maya Thramer. So the two Thramer sisters in at the moment, with back to serve being Alyssa Bauer. Again, this, just like the last set, North Platte got off to a really strong start and then kind of faltered and trailed the rest of the set. Same thing, off to a good start here, as Lexi Lantis' attack is blocked up front by Bausch. Far side, Williams misjudges her read and actually overshoots the ball. And now we're going to have a switch of the service sides, as North Platte now will be up to serve, with J.C. Burke back and checking back in. Comes Liv Lyons as O'Brien checks out. Lyons, should be Burke's first serve of this set number 2. Well received middle attack from Glantz, and Sophia Glantz Switches the sides just like that. 6-5 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard as checking in comes Merrick Bruce for Kearney. Bruce so far in this game is yet to record an ace or really any statistic on the attacking side. Can she find that here? Nope, good defense for J.C. Burke. The setup for Lantis in the middle, and it's going to bounce back into North Platte's side as stuff up front by Sophia Glant, and that's a free point for the Bearcats, 7-5. As Lantis tried to knock it off of Glant's right hand onto the floor, but it bounces back into North Platte territory, and 7-5 is where we sit now. To the backside, there is Kennedy Lemmer, and it bounces off of the official's leg. And another point for the Bearcats. 8-5 the lead, so 3-point run in favor of the Bearcats on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. Bruce, left-hand serve. Back it goes to Lemmer. Tip, and unfortunately it's going to be a violation on the side of North Platte as I believe Maya Thramer, actually correction, Allie Thramer, goes underneath the net trying to set up Lexi Lantis. Fortunately lost control of where her position was, and that's a free point to the Bearcats. They now lead 9-5. Another serve from Bruce off that left hand. To the near side, Liv Lyons roll spikes it. Great save by Bauer. And now the setup to McKenna Williams on the far side. A little awkward on her attack. Came off of, I believe, the side is Lantis. Tries to throw it to the near side over the head of Merrick Bruce, but it goes out of bounds, and we have another timeout, this time for North Platte. They trail 10-5, and we come back on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Hey, high school students, why wait to start college when you can begin transforming your future for free? Mid-Plains Community College is now offering free tuition for dual credit and early entry classes beginning this fall. Get ahead, save money, and transform your future while in high school. Talk to your high school guidance counselor or visit our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu. Students are responsible for all course-related fees and must attend a Nebraska high school or Nebraska homeschool to qualify.
Get ready to hit the ground running this school year with a little help from Bible Supplies in Westfield Shopping Center. Whether you're juggling kids, classes, or chaos, stay organized with their fresh stock of planners and calendars. Stock up on notebooks, highlighters, pens, and all the gear to help you and your family stay on track. And don't forget a wardrobe with faith-based t-shirts that inspire and look great too. Back to school isn't complete without a stop at Bible Supplies. Stay tuned for new store hours coming in September.
Helping you hold on to God's word of life at Bible Supplies.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Kearney, a current 10-5 lead on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard as McKenna Williams' attack out of the timeout. No good as Liv Lyons winds it up. Hey, Liv Lyons rattles it in. Just barely sneaks it in front of the far side out of bounds line, and Liv Lyons switching the side for North Platte. They now trail 10-6. Our timeouts, as always, brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortified Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortified Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Sweet Pea. As well as Justin Thompson Family Agency with American Family Insurance. Almost an ace for North Platte on the service side, but can they set up offensively to take advantage? As Peyton Jones just taps it on over. Glant trying to two-hit it, no good. And it will actually, I say no good, but unfortunately for Allie Thramer, she was in the right position but just couldn't keep it centered, and that's a free point to the Bearcats. As back now, McKenna Williams goes to serve 11-6 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. Serve to Thramer. Set to the backside. Lantis stuffed. She tries to keep it alive, but North Platte can't get it over the net. And I believe that point's going to go the way of Jamie Wilkins. 12-6, sixth kill today for Wilkins. Low serve, and it's in for an ace from McKenna Williams. That is her third ace today. It's now 13-6, and exactly just like last set, this is where it kind of started to fall apart for North Platte. And just a couple of small little mistakes leading to 3 points on the Bearcats side as Williams is served to Thramer. Set by Lemmer, and then just tapped over by Liv Lyons. And now Kearney will set up for a free offensive attack. Middle from Glant, and it's in from Sophia Glant. Another kill for Glant. A quick attack down the middle. North Platte had a hand in the face, but just couldn't stop it. And because of that, another point to the Bearcats, 14-6. Here in set number 2. Kearney won set number 1, 25-13. As Williams, power serve, on over to Burke. Backside to Lantis, blocked up front and out of bounds. And Lexi Lantis is able to help change the sides off of a good attack. She'll be back to serve, and now it's a 7-point lead for the Bearcats as Ellie Cochran checks in for McKenna Williams. Lexi Lantis now up to serve. JC Fox rotating in for the Bulldogs. Serve from Lantis. Set by Arnold, far side. Wilkins! Just all too easy as Jamie Wilkins flips it once again back to Kearney's side, and now it's 15-7. Lantis was in the vicinity of that, but just a perfectly placed ball from Jamie Wilkins, and poor Lantis just had no time to really react and reach down to get it, and because of that, it's a 15-7 lead on our Wicked Fast scoreboard in favor of Kearney and the Bearcats. As long pause for the substitutions as Anna Galuso is checking in for Sophia Glant, as Galuso will be serving. As we're, I think, now finally getting the switches and serves up underway, and we do as now Galuso checks in. As she gets up to serve. The lead for Kearney, I believe it should be it is now 15-7 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. Peyton Jones blocked up front. Great save by J.C. Burke. Lyons to the far side. Liv Lyons. Oh! Pushes it out of bounds. A little too much power behind that. Another point for Kearney, but good effort and, more importantly, good offensive execution and setup by the Bulldogs to be in the right places and set up a really good look for Liv Lyons. Another serve from Galuso. Set. Near side back attack from Burke. And another one that just a smidge too hard goes out of bounds. 17-7, a 10-point lead for Kearney. But back-to-back possessions were offensively. It looked like the execution looking really good for North Platte, but just a bit off the mark when it comes to their pinpoint accuracy on their attacks. As Kuntz with a good receive to the far side. Lyons just tips it. And it's tipped back into North Platte territory by the side of, I believe, Bausch. Now the set from Arnold to the far side. Wilkins! Unlucky as that bounces not only off of the top of the net, but also off the top of the fingers of Kennedy Lemmer. And another point for Kearney. It's 18-7 as timeout going to be called by North Platte. Our timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group, helping Nebraska families, farmers, and businesses for more than 50 years. See Kevin McGann at his office, 621 South Dewey Street in North Platte, for all your farm, crop, auto, home, and commercial insurance. Almost eerily similar to set number 1. North Platte started off really good, going back and forth with Kearney and the Bearcats, then small little micro advantages of this Kearney squad when it comes to whether it be their placement of their attacks, maybe some better execution in terms of their defensive rotations have led to this lead, which was at one point only a 1-point lead for Kearney, now to balloon up to, I believe, 11 points. It is 11 points on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. 18-7 in set number 2. Kearney leads 1-0 in terms of set totals. Is back to serve for the Bearcats still is Anna Galuso, as her next serve goes back to Kuntz. Set to the near side. Peyton Jones winds it up. Oh, and they're not going to say it's going to be tapped off of fingers as Jones, again, a good position, just a little too far out of bounds, and it's now 19-7. You can see where she was trying, or what she was trying to do. Try to get over the fingertips of Lena Arnold, but unable to do so, and skies it out of bounds. Is good receive from the Bulldogs, but it's going to unfortunately fall in front of their net for an ace from Galuso. First ace for Galuso today. I believe the eighth ace for Kearney, as Willa Lewandowski now looks to sub in. It's 20-7 on our wicked fast scoreboard in set number 2. As once again, Galuso serve. Back it goes to Burke. Set to the backside. Lions. Oh, it might fall in for an North Platte point, but a good save from the Bearcats defense and Anna Galuso. And now North Platte again with the attack from J.C. Fox, but Cochran's there. Prime position to save it. Lewandowski, nothing doing it there. And now the tap for Peyton Jones. It goes out of bounds. And Peyton Jones picks up not only the point, her second today, but finally a change of sides. And North Platte finally gets off of the defensive and now can maybe execute on the offensive side of things as Callie O'Brien checks in for North Platte, trailing by 12 here in set number 2, 20-8. O'Brien serve, back to Cochran. Saved by Linda to the far side, Lewandowski. Can't do it there. Great save by O'Brien. Now the setup for J.C. Burke, but a great block up front by Stella Harbles. And now to the far side, Lewandowski again can't find any traction. As Burke again, this time will execute, and J.C. Burke finds another point for North Platte. 20-9 on our wicked fast scoreboard, and J.C. Burke with the pinpoint accuracy to place it in the right spot. And now the Dogs trying to claw their way just back, step by step, point by point. Good strong serve by O'Brien to Cochran. Tipped over on the second hit by Arnold. Oh no, and unfortunately J.C. Burke could not set it properly, and it looked like she slipped a little bit. And because of that, a free point now to Kearney as they take over on the service side. 21-9 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. As Lena Arnold up to serve. Arnold's powerful serve back to Mercy Coots. Now to the near side. Burke again lines it up and puts it right past the libero, Alyssa Bauer. And once again, we switch service sides as J.C. Burke got set and ready to rock and roll and power right past Bauer. As checking in comes Kinley Rude. As back serving now, Allie Thramer, who rotates in. Thramer served to Cochran. Arnold to the near side, tip in from Bausch, and it's in for a point. As Savannah Bausch once more flips the side back onto Kearney to serve. 22-10 on our scoreboard with Willa Lewandowski up to serve for the first time in this second set. Of course, our scoreboard sponsored by State Farm agent Bobby Holst. We meet you where you're at and help you get to where you want to be. As Lemmer's attack, a little off balance, but good defensive save. And then there's Kennedy Lemmer trying to block up front the attack from Savannah Bausch. But unfortunately, that bounces off of her fingertips to the near side out of bounds, and it's 23-10. We're approaching closer and closer set 2 game point as Lewandowski will go for her second serve. Powerful back to O'Brien. Set by Thramer. How about a near side attack from Lemmer? But there's Bauer to save it. Now to the far side. Bausch again. No good. Good rotations from the North Platte defense to set up an attack from J.C. Burke. And yet again, Burke finds the soft spot in the defense, this time on the back far corner. And with beautiful precision and execution from the North Platte offense, they're able to get a point. And now it's 23-11 for Fox serving to Bauer. Arnold sets it up. Near side attack from Bausch is no good. As North Platte collects another point off of the mistakes from Kearney's defense. 23-12. As J.C. Fox now will go back for her second serve. 23-12 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. That serve going way out of bounds and bouncing off the knee of the official. And we're now on game number 2 point for Kearney. with Alyssa Bauer up to serve. A 12-point lead for the Bearcats. 24-12 is some substitutions about as Sophia Glant rotates in, and now Bauer will search for her third ace today and a way to end this set number 2 with another Bearcat victory. Powerful serve. Gets back to O'Brien. Now to the far side. Lions will just have to tap it over. And now the setup for Kearney. To the middle. Glance, no good, but a great block from Lexi Lantis. And North Platte gets the point. And flip to their serve side as checking back in comes Liv Lyons for O'Brien. Now Burke serving for North Platte, trailing 24-13. Strong serve to the back line. Arnold cross courts it on over, and no good from Bailey Helmbrecht, who is rotated in. And another point for North Platte off of a misfire offensively for Helmbrecht. Second serve for J.C. Burke. To Bauer. Arnold to the middle to Glant, and Glant powers it right past Allie Thramer. And there is Sophia Glant ending set number 2 with a 25-14 victory for Kearney. So Dogs got one more point over last set, and now head into set 3, seeing if they can continue to either find some momentum or continue the strong start they normally have to their sets. And that's kind of been the problem so far today. They just have been unable to continue the momentum they've gotten from, one set to the other, or really continue it when they get to a halfway point. So they start off strong and then start to fall apart just bit by bit until the lead just becomes insurmountable. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, set number 3 here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers, powered by plant-based natural caffeine. And they come in 4 delicious flavors: pomegranate passion, mango mojo, prickly pear, and watermelon wild. Why do you keep doing that?
These refreshers are just so refreshing.
But you don't have to make that noise every time. Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Many people don't realize that they are not saving enough for retirement. Hi, my name is Mindy Borges with Equitable Wealth Management, and we believe that all of our clients deserve a comfortable retirement. Here at Equitable, we develop strategies to help our clients pursue their retirement goals. Let me help you. Come by and see me at Equitable Bank, 920 South Jeffers, North Platte, or call me at 532-3648. Securities offered through LPL Financial.
Equitable Bank.
Every step should feel great, but if foot pain, bunions, heel spurs, or injuries are slowing you down, Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists is here to help. Their expert team of doctors provide top-notch care, from routine foot health to advanced treatments and surgery. Whether you're an athlete, always on the go, or just tired of aching feet, they'll get you back on your feet pain-free. Step into comfort. Call Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists today, or see them online at gpfootandankle.com.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop. With your 24-hour convenience store. Fast, friendly, no one gets you more. Gas, food, your favorite drink. Get everything you need in a blink. That's why everybody stops at Quick Stop. We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM, KOOQ AM North Platte. Enjoy a great home-cooked breakfast from Merrick's Ranch House, Tuesday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Dine in, order online at merricksnp.com, use DoorDash, or call 532-8200 for carryout.
North Platte Post Sports.
Set 3 just about to get underway here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. Allie Thramer will be doing the honors to lead off this set number 3. Currently a 2-0 set advantage for Kearney and the Bearcats here on our State Farm agent Bobby Holst scoreboard. State Farm agent Bobby Holst, we meet you where you're at and help you get to where you want to be. It was a 25-13 Game 1 victory for the Bearcats, and then a 25-14 Set 2 victory. As here comes one Allie Thramer back to serve for North Platte. Lexi Lantis rotates out. As Thramer, back it goes to Williams. The set now, Wilkins, far side lines it up. And the Dogs somehow get it over. Some great quick awareness from Burke as well as J.C. Fox. And unfortunately, a bad hit on the side, if you're a Kearney fan, from Cameron Benson. And North Platte continuing their start of sets really strong. Take a 1-0 lead. Here in set number 3 is back to serve again, Allie Thramer. Light tap, and it's in for an ace from Thramer. First ace today for North Platte. Their first ace as a team, and now they hold a 2-point advantage over the Bearcats, 2-0. There's Allie Thramer. Strong serve. Goes back to Alyssa Bauer. Now Wilkins lines it up, no good. Great defense from the back line of North Platte. J.C. Burke rolls, spikes it over to Williams. Now again, Wilkins lines up. Wilkins no good as Liv Lyons this time with a good save. How about Kennedy Lemmer? Blocked up front by Wilkins. Now, near side attack, no good from Benson. Another great defensive stop for North Platte as it's going to be tipped back down in North Platte territory. And Burke lines it up, and J.C. Burke, unfortunately hits it out of bounds as she was trying to bend it around the hands of Lena Arnold, and that's a point for Kearney, and a switch of the service sides, 2-1. As Jamie Wilkins, who has 7 kills today for Kearney, back to serve. Trying to find her first ace of today's game. Powerful serve, back it goes to Liv Lyons. Good save by Mercy Kuntz, and then a good hit from Kennedy Lemmer. As that's no good, and diving save from Allie Thramer as it bounces off of her arm and goes out of bounds. And I believe that's going to be Kenna Williams, the recipient of that point. 2-2 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard as just roll tapping it over. J.C. Fox, that's going to go way out of bounds from McKenna Williams as Fox checks out and Lexi Lantis back in. 3-2 the lead now for North Platte with one Mercy Kuntz going back to serve. With her powerful serve back to Bauer in the back line. The set up, Williams far side tap, but great defensive awareness from Allie Thramer. Now Burke on the near side, it's going to go! They're looking for the fingertips, and they're going to give it to him. Head official says it's tipped off of the fingers of Stella Harbolz. And there's another beautiful play from J.C. Burke. And North Platte takes another 2-point advantage, 4-2. Serve back to Williams. Now, good block up front by J.C. Burke. As once again, Burke with a huge stuff as Cameron Benson tried to muscle it past her, but couldn't do so. And this is the largest lead today for North Platte here in set number 3. Leading 5-2 is another serve for Mercy Kuntz, her 4th. Double received by Kearney. Williams blocked up front. Dogs save it. And now Mercy Kuntz just taps it on over, and here comes Kearney to set it up. Near side attack for Benson, blocked again by J.C. Burke, but Kearney is able to get it over. But can North Platte capitalize? Burke, little roll spike, and it's in for J.C. Burke. Another masterful play from J.C. Burke. Lined it up like she was going to muster it down in front of Alyssa Bauer, but just tapped it out of her reach. It's 6-2 in set number 3. Kuntz, good serve to Bauer. Set up, Williams, far side, muscles it into a wide open spot where unfortunately Liv Lyons was not in vicinity-wise, and we're switching sides service-wise, and here's Alyssa Bauer up to serve. Another opportunity, though, for North Platte to change it on hand once more, leading 6-3. Their Still largest leads we've seen today from them. As Lantis has to tip it as was hit and set way too far in front of her, and that's an error on North Platte's setup. And a free point towards Kearney. 6-4 now the lead for the Bulldogs. On our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. Bauer once again, light tap. And Thramer was in good position, but it took a nasty bounce off of the front of the net. And Alyssa Bauer picks up her third ace today. Nothing really you could do by Allie Thramer's position. She was in the right spot. It just, all the momentum died out of the ball the second to hit the net. High arcing serve. Kuntz gets it. Now the setup for Lexi Lantis. She powers it past Alyssa Bauer. Lexi Lantis getting into the scoreboard now for the second time as, oh no, Lexi Lantis on the floor right now after taking that hit. And now just sitting there. I don't know if she's holding on to her ankle or her knee. Oh no. Now rolling onto her back. And I think they're examining her knee. And she's currently on the floor. And trainer from the Bearcats examining the injury. With that, we'll step aside and we'll take a break. And when we come back, we'll check in to see how Lexi Lantis is doing here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
We're local, we're friendly, and we're fast. You gotta love the hometown guys.
Front Street Auto Glass, locally owned, and unlike the big nationwide glass companies, they personally care about each and every one of their customers, and they'll treat you like family. They repair rock chips, replace windshields, and carry wiper blades. Front Street Auto Glass, voted 5 out of 5 stars on Facebook and Google reviews. Online at frontstreetautoglass.com.
You gotta love the hometown guys.
Nebraska Bank, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. It's the spark that turns dreams into thriving businesses, the foundation where connections grow stronger, and the support that lifts us through every milestone. Together, we celebrate your successes, nurture new opportunities, and grow stronger side by side. Because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Nebraska Land Bank, community inspired by you, member FDIC.
State Fair pricing now. That's right. Hot Tub Pros has State Fair pricing in store now. All Bullfrog Spas have free audio. All Dynasty Spas have free Wi-Fi. Nationwide exclusive models and colors. Swim spas and used tubs on sale too. And every spa comes with a warranty. Free setup, free delivery, chemical kit, steps, a cover, and cover lift. Don't wait for the fair. The deals are hot and they're going fast. Stop in at
Hot Tub Pros, the pros you know.
At Grease Monkey in North Platte, they strive to make your experience enjoyable and your service quick. They perform a 16-point inspection with each full-service oil change, and they vacuum your interior and wash your exterior windows. Grease Monkey is your one-stop shop for all oil changes and more. They value your time. Their service technicians are trained to ensure they get the job done right the first time. Come check them out at 321 South Jeffers Street and see how well their family-run business services your vehicle.
North Platte Post Sports.
We'll go back here to Kearney as Lexi Lantis is helped off of the floor. It looks like she landed awkwardly as she went for that attack and might have, when we're hoping, just twisted her knee up. She got a lot of help off of it, but was able to apply some pressure, so that at least is good to see. But a tough injury to have happen, of course, early on here, especially in a game that I don't want to say matters, but in a situation where, you know, not really needed with this being a preseason game. You hate to see that go down the way it is, so hopefully it's nothing too serious for Lexi Lantis. Still a 7-5 lead for North Platte as Haley Sufall now will take over for Lantis as she rotates in. Williams on the far side. No good as Mercy Kuntz with a great save. Backside attack from Lemmer. Oh, out of bounds. Kennedy Lemmer just fortunately skies it a little too high out of bounds and point towards the Bearcats 7-6 on our State Farm agent Bobby Holst scoreboard. Timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey. Suite B is Merrick Bruce up to serve. Good receive from Lemmer. Now middle attack in from Sioux Falls. She gets it over, but now Kearney with the free attack. No good as McKenna Williams bats it into the nets. Thramer checks out. Peyton Jones rotates in for North Platte. 8-6 on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. As there is Kennedy Lemmer back to serve. Almost falls in for an ace, but great diving save on the side of Wilkins. Another great diving save by Liv Lyons to keep it alive, and then Lemmer roll spikes it over. And now Kearney sets up. Williams, much better look. Great diving save coming in from Kennedy Lemmer. Lyons gets it blocked up front, but North Platte resets for Liv Lyons again. Oh, another block by Lena Arnold. Now allows North Platte to reset offensively. Backside attack to Lemmers. It is a double hit on the side of McKenna Williams. And Kennedy Lemmer able to convert. Now North Platte back up to a 3-point lead, 9-6. In set number 3, course trailing 2-0. High serve to Bauer. Set, middle attack, no good. Actually, somehow, some way, McKenna Williams gets it over. Sophia Glant kind of went out the way. Oh, and there's going to be a net infraction, it looks like, on Sophia Glant. Actually, no correction. That's going to be on Lena Arnold for going under the net. Another point for North Platte, and they force Kearney to take a timeout. First Kearney High timeout of today's game, and the Dogs are really finding some good momentum in this third set. After starting set 1 and 2 off on a really strong foot, let it all crumble away as the set continues to move on. But here in set number 3, they put their foot to the pedal and are taking it to the Bearcats. A 10-6 lead on our State Farm Bobby Holst scoreboard. Of course, Dogs fell in set number 1, 25-13, and in set number 2, 25-14, but now hold a 10-6 advantage as they are hunting now down this Bearcat offense, trying to come away with a set victory. Athletic Director Aaron McCoy over there at the visiting fans section. Kennedy Lemmer still serving for North Platte. Of course, if you're just tuning in, Lexi Lantis to start set number 3 awkwardly fell on her knee and I think tweaked her knee. Helped to the back of the medical area, so won't be seeing Lantis for the rest of the game, but hopefully it's nothing too serious as Sophia Glant powers one right past, I believe, J.C. Burke. And now Kearney gets back on the board, 10-7 with McKenna Williams back to serve. That's powerful serve from Williams, and it's going to fall in for an ace as it bounces off of Mercy Kuntz's arm. Another ace for the side of Kearney. 4th today for McKenna Williams. As Mr. McCoy now heads back to the locker room to go take a look at Lexi well, outside the locker room. Can't go into the girls' locker room, but you know what I mean. As, almost back-to-back aces by the side of Kearney, but luckily the Dogs get it over. Now the setup to the far side. Wilkins, no good. Great save by Mercy Kuntz. Now the setup for Liv Lyons. She sneaks it past 2 defenders. And Liv Lyons. Now the second member to have 5 kills today, Liv Lyons does, 11-8. She joins J.C. Burke with that regard. And now the Dogs will rotate some players around as that's Haley Sufal checking out, as well as Mercy Kuntz as O'Brien checks in, as well as J.C. Fox as O'Brien's back to serve. Powerful mark. Back to Wilkins. Arnold on the 2-tapper, passes it to Burke, but she's there to save it. Backside attack from Peyton Jones, and she couldn't fully get her arm behind it and power it down. Bounces it off of the North Platte side of the net, and that's a point for Kearney. 11-9 as some more rotations. Ella Cochran checks in, as well as That's Anna Galuso checks in. As Cochran, light serve, tips off the front of the net, saved by the Dogs. Can they get it over? Burke unfortunately cannot. And a point's going to go the way of Kearney, 11-10 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. Cochran up for her second serve now. Again, a 2-0 set advantage for the Bearcats. We're in set number 3, and that's an ace for Ellie Cochran, her second. Now we're tied 11 apiece. This third set, shades of sets 1 and 2 for North Platte, as after a strong start, I've watched it slowly but steadily fall away on some pretty, I want to say basic errors, but some pretty simple errors, as great attack from Peyton Jones. Oh, no! And they're going to say it goes out of bounds. Jones in great position, but pushes it too far to the near side out of bounds, and that is a free Kearney point. They take the lead for the first time in this set number 3, 12-11. Cochran's fourth serve. Good receive on the side by J.C. Burke. Liv Lyons far side. Roll spikes it over. And now a set up for Wilkins. Great diving save from J.C. Burke. Now what can Peyton Jones do? Blocked up front. Can the Dogs get it over? They can. Oh, they're going to say 2 hits from J.C. Fox, and that's a Kearney high point. 13-11 now is where we are going to sit in this third set. Favor of Kearney. As Ella Cochran's fifth serve. Good receive by Kuntz. Middle attack from Fox. Just barely tips it over. The side of Lena Arnold, but Fox barrels into the net, and that's a free point for Kearney, and now North Platte takes a timeout as they saw their 3-point lead evaporate and now trail by 3, 14-11. We come back here to Kearney on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Dave's Place is back.
That's right. Dave's Place is back open, but this time at a brand new location. Come check us out at our new Dave's Place, just north of Walmart at 502 East Francis.
But don't worry, we haven't changed the best of Dave's Place. So the best wings in town. And the best pizza, too.
And the family atmosphere you always want, just at a new stop. Dave's Place is now open at 502 East Francis in North Platte. Dine-in, carry-out, or DoorDash.
Whoop, whoop.
The Mari Sandoz Society invites you to the 2025 Pilster Great Plains Lecture, September 18th at 7:30 p.m. in the Student Center Ballroom at Chadron State College. This year's featured speaker is Jerry Robinson, writer, historian, and member of the Northern Cheyenne Nation, presenting the Northern Cheyenne Homecoming, reclaiming, renaming, and reframing history. It's a powerful evening of indigenous perspective, history, and healing you won't want to miss. Details at marisandozsociety.org.
North Platte Post Sports.
We're back here to Kearney, Nebraska. It is a 14-11 lead for the Bearcats here in the Jamboree game. Set number 3, as there is one, I believe that is Liv Lyons with a powerful attack through the hands of Lena Arnold, and a point for North Platte. Timeouts brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his location, 621 South Dewey, Sweet Pete. 14-12 now. North Platte trying to find their momentum back after leading by 3 and having that lead disappear, but Liv Lyons too powerful on her serve. Swings it back the other way on a service error, and Kearney takes over. As Cameron Benson checks in, and now back to serve Lena Arnold for Kearney. 15-12 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull's scoreboard. Light tap saved by the Dogs. Quick tip over on the second from Kennedy Lemmer, no good. Strong attack from Wilkins, or excuse me, correction from, Jamie Wilkins, but it's out the back. And a point for North Platte, as Allie Thramer checks in for Peyton Jones. And Thramer now is the one who's going to be serving for North Platte. 15-13 the lead for Kearney, and it's an ace for Allie Thramer, her second, as it falls and nosedives right in front of Alyssa Bauer. Now it's only a 1-point lead for the Bearcats. 15-14 on our scoreboard. There's Allie Thramer trying to will this team to its first victory here in this set number 3. And that attack no good from Jamie Wilkins. It goes out of bounds on the near side. And another point for North Platte, 15-15. As here comes Allie Thramer's fourth serve now for the Bulldogs. We're all tied up. Another light serve somehow gets to Kearney's side, and there is Jamie Wilkins saying enough is enough. Powered it right past two defenders, I believe J.C. Fox and Kennedy Lemmer. And now it's 16-15 as McKenna Williams now will check in for Anna Galuso. And it's Jamie Wilkins who's back to serve for the Bearcats. 16-15 on our wicked fast scoreboard as now the rotations and substitutions are approved by the side official. And now here comes Wilkins to serve. Again, a 1-point lead for the Bearcats, 16-15. Strong serve goes out of bounds, and we're all tied up. 16 apiece. How about it? North Platte scoring 14 points in set number 1, 15 in set number 2, and now officially their highest point total so far this season. We're only got one game under our belt, though, in this one, but tied 16-16 with Mercy Kuntz now up to serve for the Dogs to Bauer. Set in the near side attack from Benson, and it goes out of bounds. Point for North Platte, 17-16. Oh, no, they're going to overturn it. Wow. Late call from the main official overturning, saying that a dog player just barely grazed it, and now Alyssa Bowers back to serve, 17-16 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. Kuntz with a great receive. Middle attack from Kennedy Lemmer, and one Kennedy Lemmer gets her third kill, and boom, bada bing, we're tied again. 17-17 here in set number 3 with J.C. Burke back to serve. Burke gets the A-OK from the head official, and now will serve it up. Strong serve back to Williams. Now having to back row it is Wilkins on her roll spike. And the Dogs will set things up. How about Liv Lyons? Just barely taps it over. No good. Wilkins there to save it. Middle attack from Glant. And there's Sophie Glant just lightly tipping it over. Back on the North Platte side. And unfortunately, Liv Lyons, who had to really run to attack on her last offensive possession, a little out of position because of that. And it's a free point for the Bearcats. As Merrick Bruce now up to serve, 18-17 the lead for the Bearcats in set 3. Back row attack from J.C. Burke. Oh, just a bit off the mark. Once again, just mere inches from it getting back into the field of play, but flies it out the back. 19-17 with, here comes Merrick Bruce once again. Powerful serve to Burke. That one going to bounce back on the North Platte side. The set, and Lyons hits it over, but that's 4 hits as Dogs lost count. They thought it went over and touched back on the North Platte side of things, but fortunately it did not, and that's now 4 hits, and a timeout going to be called by head coach Shelby Welsh. 20-17 on our State Farm agent Bobby Hull scoreboard. We meet you where you're at and help you get to where you want to be. Really impressed, though, in this third set for North Platte. Took a couple of sets, 2 to be exact, for them to really start to find their footing. But you can really just see and feel things are a little different this season. The team really taking that full effect of playing with pace, to heart. They are definitely playing with more pace than it feels like last season. Now, still some of the mistakes that we have seen this Bulldog squad commit last year are prevalent. It's a couple of missed positions defensively, a couple of easy mistakes that should not have been committed on their side are being committed. But in terms of the overall flow of things, I don't think it's been a horrible showing so far for their first game. It hasn't been disastrous, as I don't want to say we was it we expected or thought about, but hasn't been a bad start as head coach Shelby Welsh has this team locked in. Now can they come away with a set victory? Is that roll spike? No good from McKenna Williams, and a point towards North Platte. Really, I think the most important thing is this team is playing with pace. And that takes effort. That takes grit and effort to play with a quick pace as Kennedy Lemmer now back to serve. As Peyton Jones and Haley Sufall check in. Great strong serve from Leonard. The set now to Gland in the middle. Oh, the Dogs save it. Coons hits it, and now Lemmer's able to fire it over, and another setup for Kearney. Quick two-hitter. Oh, and it's in. Lena Arnold able to sneak one past the Dogs, and it's 21-18 now. But really been impressed holistically with the pace of play North Platte has been playing with today. And I think that's the most encouraging thing you can take away from these 3 sets so far, as it's going to be a service ace on the side of Kearney, as Williams picks up her 5th. But really, again, there's one thing you can take away from this game. It's been the pace of play difference is astronomical compared to last season, as Peyton Jones, unfortunately, just a smidge off the mark in terms of her placement. That's another service ace for Williams. 23-18 now on our Wicked Fast scoreboard. As Kearney slowly but steadily pulling away in this final set. Oh, and it just barely falls in as Mercy Coons calls it out, but unfortunately for her, it just barely sneaks in. And we are now on match point for the Bearcats, 24-18. As now checking in comes Avery Pater for Lena Arnold. Again, Kearney with a 2-0 set advantage over North Platte. As here comes McKenna Williams looking to put the nail in the coffin of this ball game. High arcing serve back to Kuntz. North Platte sets up offensively for Peyton Jones. No good as there's Bauer, and then a hard hit from Sophia Glant, her 6th kill. And now that is how this game comes to an end, 25-18 in the final set, as Kearney High sweeps North Platte in 3 straight sets, 25-13, 25-14, 25-18 in this Jamboree game. And hypothetically come away 1-0, but more of a preseason matchup for these two to get a game in before the actual start of the season. While the final score may not have gone the way of North Platte in the end of it, of course, falling in 3 straight sets, 3-0. Holistically, as I stated earlier towards the end of that set, I'm pretty happy with how this team has performed. You can clearly tell, see, and just feel the energy is just a bit different compared to how things ended last season. The pace of play, much faster. You can definitely see the Dogs playing with a much, much quicker aggression to them. Defensively, I don't really think communication was the issue. Honestly, I think it was just some of those preseason, whether it be nerves or missed positions. They were kind of more out of position, and honestly, great play from Kearney to get those points. But defensively, I thought the communication never really faltered. You never really saw 2 people go towards the ball, then stop and let it fall down. Everybody really gave effort. Everybody really communicated. And in totality, I'm pretty excited about how this season's going to go. I know the Dogs come away with a 3-set loss, and you might think, oh, it doesn't look like many things have changed from last season score-wise. But trust me, after watching this game here tonight, I can firmly say, hey, this team might be on to something here and might be on a very, very nice trajectory. And plus, it's a preseason game. A Jamboree game is meant to be really a preseason, feel it all out, get locked in for the rest of the season. And while North Platte still has a couple of things that they need to iron out, holistically, I am pretty impressed with this squad, and I'm honestly excited for next week when they get, of course, their season underway. Kearney takes down North Platte here in the Jamboree game in 3 straight sets, 25-13, 25-14, and 25-18. Step aside, take a break. When we come back, quick stop post-game show right here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming at northplattepost.com.
Hi, this is Jordan Mawson with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. I know that selling the family farm or ranch can be a very tough and emotional decision. Many years of blood, sweat, and tears go into taking care of your family's legacy. Should the time come to make that big decision to sell, you need a professional who understands the farm and ranch real estate market and can help you make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime decision. If you're thinking of selling your farm or ranch property in Nebraska, call me, Jordan Mawson, or check out my agent page at LashleyLand.com.
Hi, this is Linda from Fellows Home Appliance. We are North Platte's only locally owned and operated Whirlpool exclusive dealer. We have 2 Whirlpool trained technicians to handle warranty and out-of-warranty Whirlpool repairs. We offer delivery and installation on all the Whirlpool appliances we sell. For your next Whirlpool appliance, come in to 321 East 5th Street, North Platte. Fellows Home Appliance. We service what we sell.
Cracked windshield, foggy windows, need custom glass work? Look no further than Larry's Glass in North Platte. For over 40 years, Larry's has been your go-to spot for all things glass. From auto to residential to commercial. If it's glass, Larry's Glass has it covered. Fast, reliable, and done right the first time. Trust the experts at Larry's Glass to keep you safe and looking sharp. Call Larry's Glass today, 308-532-7675, or stop by 211 West 5th. Larry's Glass, where quality is clear as glass.
Runza's grilled chicken sandwiches bring the flavor.
Yeah, but which one's the best?
That's not a fair question.
Barbecue's got Swiss cheese and that sweet smoky sauce.
But the smothered's a whole mood. Swiss cheese, mushrooms, grilled onions.
Then there's the classic simple tomato, lettuce, and mayo. Perfect. You're right. It's impossible to pick.
Try Runza's grilled chicken sandwiches. 100% white meat chicken, however you like it. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better. Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Ask me, Shelter Agent Brent Rogo, how to protect what you have waited for. Find me at 405 East C Street in North Platte.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 4 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, Broken Bow, and Ogallala.
The temperatures are rising, but the prices are falling. At Bill Summers Auto Group during their Dog Days of Summer sale. Whether you're fetching a new ride or sniffing out a great deal on a pre-owned vehicle, they've got the savings to make your tail wag. Get behind the wheel with sizzling offers, cool financing and trade-in values that will make you sit, stay, and save. But hurry, just like summer, these deals won't last forever. Stop out to Bill Summers, where families are our business, or visit online 24/7 at billsummers.com.
Hey, high school students, why wait to start college when you can begin transforming your future for free? Mid-Plains Community College is now offering free tuition for dual credit and early entry classes beginning this fall. Get ahead, save money, and transform your future while in high school. Talk to your high school guidance counselor or visit our website at mpcc.edu. That's mpcc.edu. Students are responsible for all course-related fees and must attend a Nebraska high school or Nebraska homeschool to qualify.
Hands of Heartland has offered support and services for those with developmental disabilities in Nebraska since 1998 and is now bringing those services to the North Platte area. Residential services, respite services, community services, and even day services. Hands of Heartland offers a full array of services from 24-hour supports to just a few hours per week. Learn more today online at handsofheartland.com. That's handsofheartland.com. Hands of Heartland, providing creative opportunities to live and grow.
Puro Clean of North Platte delivers fast water, mold, and fire damage restoration services to the North Platte area. Puro Clean knows how challenging those times can be to you and to your family. Their Nebraska-based experts have a winning, reliable combination of training and equipment partnerships. Local, fast service in the North Platte area. Their average on-site time is 60 minutes, and they'll coordinate with your local insurance provider. Give Puro Clean a call now at 1-800-775-7876 and schedule a visit from a member of the team at Puro Clean in North Platte.
The Bulldogs play here on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM KOOQ. Merrick's Ranch House. Lunch specials Tuesday through Saturday with 2 sides, just $10. See them on Facebook. Dine in, order online, use DoorDash, or just call for carryout. Merrick's.
So what do you see in your future? Buying the perfect home with a big oak tree? Watching your child graduate from college? Or finding more time for hobbies during your retirement? Whatever your future holds, make sure you talk with the Farm Bureau Financial Services agent. Together, we'll create a plan that's right for you.
In North Platte, visit Jay Engel at fbfs.com/find-and-agent.
It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Grease Monkey in North Platte, they strive to make your experience enjoyable and your service quick. They perform a 16-point inspection with each full-service oil change, and they vacuum your interior and wash your exterior windows. Grease Monkey is your one-stop shop for all oil changes and more. They value your time. Their service technicians are trained to ensure they get the job done right the first time. Come check them out at 321 South Jeffers Street and see how well their family-run business services your vehicle.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back here to Kearney, FM 98.1, AM 1410. The Bearcats in the Jamboree game take down the Bulldogs 3-0 in their sets today. 25-13, 25-14, 25-18. Honestly, yeah, I feel like we should just wipe away. Again, the Jamboree game, so really more about getting, games under your belt and really start to feel and understand, how things want to go about in the game and really just get warmed up for next week's game. But I really feel like we should just take away the first 2 sets because North Platte was just trying to really get its footing. Yes, that's the word. Getting its footing in place, and really we start to see the fruits of this offseason's labor in set number 3. A lot of aggression on the offense. Really felt the pace as Coach Shelby Welsh talked about. A lot of pace. They wanted to play with a lot of pace this year, and clearly, I think throughout the entire 3 sets we saw it, but more specifically in this last set, we saw that really start to pay some dividends as Kearney, in certain measures, really struggled to make some quick adaptions and some quick, defensive movement when the Dogs really were on top of their attacks. And I think that is the most exciting and I think really most important thing to take away from this specific game is, yes, they didn't come with a victory. Yes, they didn't take a set. But you just can really feel something is different about this squad this year. You can really feel that they are embracing that pace of play change, and you can really see they're executing really well in it. And I think that's just super exciting because when we really do get to the regular season, we play some of these other schools and play some of these other Class A schools, I feel like you don't sit there and think, oh, let's see, can we take one game? Can we take, maybe a set or 2? No, you feel confident that, hey, we could win this game. Like, not just a set, win the game itself. And I think that's just exciting for this young team, which, again, still does have a lot of good seniority. I think it's actually in a well-balanced out group. Good amount of seniors, good amount of juniors, a lot of good young and up-and-coming sophomores that are playing here. Still no freshmen have yet to take in the floor so far, but I think a well-balanced team is what we're looking at right now, and I think that's what's most exciting about this game and honestly about this team going forward. Quick update, though, as we all know, North Platte High softball is at their doubleheader right now. Well, they're triangular against Adams Central and Gehring. First game, which started not too long ago, an 8-0 victory for North Platte. That's right. They start their season off with an 8-0 victory, and now we're on to this game number 2. Haven't checked to see, what? I bet you if I look at Game Changer right now, I can I can find you that score here. But honestly, for North Platte, again, even though they fall here in the Jamboree Volleyball 3-0 to Kearney and the Bearcats, I think there's a lot of positive things you can take away. Head coach Shelby Welsh is going to be coming up here in just a few minutes. So with that, we're going to step aside here on our Quick Stop postgame show. We come back, head coach Shelby Welsh joining me here on the very tippy top of the concourse to talk all things about the Bulldogs first Jamboree game. We come back, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlatte.post.com.
Every step should feel great, but if foot pain, bunions, heel spurs, or injuries are slowing you down, Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists is here to help. Their expert team of doctors provide top-notch care, from routine foot health to advanced treatments and surgery. Whether you're an athlete, always on the go, or just tired of aching feet, they'll get you back on your feet pain-free. Step into comfort. Call Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists today, or see them online at gpfootandankle.com.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop. With your 24-hour convenience store. Fast, friendly, no one gets you more. Gas, food, your favorite drink. Get everything you need in a blink. That's why everybody stops at Quick Stop. We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Experience the new Great Plains Health Sports and Therapy Building at 120 West Leota in North Platte, featuring Nebraska's first zero-G 3D unit for advanced balance training, pediatric therapy suite, therapy pool, hand therapy center, and sports performance gym. Call 308-568-7456 to schedule your appointment today. Great Plains Health, comprehensive care for recovery, rehabilitation, and performance.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Is your AC wheezing like your uncle after Thanksgiving dinner? Don't sweat it. Call Mr. D's Heating and Air Conditioning. Whether it's 100 degrees outside or your furnace sounds like it's about to take off, Mr. D shows up fast, fixes it right, and keeps your home comfy. Locally owned, professionally trained, and not afraid of crawl spaces. Call Mr. D's Heating and Air Conditioning today, where comfort meets cool. Mr. D's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 308-221-6377 or visit MrDHeatingandAirConditioning.com. MrDHeatingandAirConditioning.com.
The preceding was an Eagle Media Sports presentation. North Platte High Sports on NorthPlattePost.com, FM 98.1 and AM 1410 are brought to you by Another Round Sports Bar and Grill at River's Edge Golf Course, Premier Toyota, Let's Go Places, Kroll Clinic Physical Therapy and Athletic Enhancement, Smokin' Double D's at Butch's in Hershey, The Gathering Spot, and the Justin Thompson Agency, American Family Insurance. Today's game also brought to you in part by